Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over my Warden healer build for Trials. I get a lot of questions regarding what my setup would be for a Warden in PvE, and while Templar is still the superior healing class, it is still possible to heal in-game content on a Warden. I'm going to start off by going over some use of passives in the Warden's kit. I will note that this character that I'm filming this on currently is not fully leveled. I don't have enough skill points to unlock every single passive. In Animal Companion, the Flourish passive is really nice. It increases your magicka and stamina recovery by 12% when an animal companion ability is slotted. In Green Balance, all the passives in this tree are good. The Maturation passive is very important. This is the passive that grants minor toughness when you heal your allies. The passives in the Winter's Embrace skill line are mostly for your own survivability. Frozen Armor increases your physical and spell resistance, and Icy Aura reduces the effectiveness of snares applied to you by 15%. Moving on to skills, on your resto bar, you're going to want Healing Springs, which is your main heal over time, just like the Templar class. Blue Betty, which restores magicka over time and also gives you a spell damage buff. It also removes one negative effect, which is nice. I found that sometimes this isn't consistent though, so be careful when relying on it to purge effects from yourself. Combat Prayer, a very important buff that increases the damage of your allies by 8%. Enchanted Growth is your burst heal. It is a conal, and it heals in front of you. Allies affected will gain minor intellect and minor endurance, which increases magicka and stamina recovery. Inner Light I have slotted to increase my max magicka and give myself Constant Major Prophecy, which increases spell crit. Northern Storm you have slotted to increase your max magicka by 8% on your front bar. On your Destruction Staff back bar, you have Energy Orb, which you can use to give synergies to your group, which restore their resources. Elemental Drain to debuff enemies. And Budding Seeds, which is a delayed heal, which can also be reactivated to fire instantly, and provides synergy to heal themselves instantly. You may notice that I have 2 empty slots on my bar here, and that is because these are flex spots. You can replace these with Harness, Lightning Blockade, Leeching Vines, or Ice Fortress. Aggressive Horn, this is the ultimate you're going to want to use. You don't want to activate Northern Storm on your front bar, that's just there to give you the extra magicka. Aggressive Horn gives a damage buff to your allies in a 20-meter radius. Your gear sets are the same as Templar sets. You still want to wear 5-piece spell power here because the set is so strong. It gives your allies a damage buff when you overheal them. You want to combine this set with either Mending or Worm Cult. Worm Cult provides 4% magicka cost reduction to those in your group. Mending reduces the damage done by enemies when you use AoE heals around them. A lot of people ask me why I don't run Master Architect on my Warden healer, and that is because it is not worth dropping a Warhorn to run a spammable ultimate. The damage increase is just not as good. You'll also be losing either Worm Cult or Mending to pick the set up, and it is just not worth losing the sustain or the damage reduction that both of these sets provide. Just like on my Templar healer, I run Infused Large Pieces and Divine Small. You want to put magicka, maximum magicka enchants on your Divine Small pieces and Tri-Stat enchants on your large pieces. This is to help boost your health up a little bit and give you a little bit extra stamina to work with. On your jewelry, you can run 2 magicka cost reduction in 1 regen, or 2 regen and 1 magicka cost reduction. This character is a Breton. I usually run an Argonian. On a Breton, I just run 1 cost reduction glyph due to the Breton's racial passive. On any other race, I run 2 cost reduction glyphs. Master Restoration Staff is still the best staff to use. You can run Power to Precise, get a little bit more burst into your healing. Back bar, I run Infused Weakening, just like I do on my Templar. Attributes and stat differences are where you start to see the differences between Templar and a Warden. Because of the regen buffs you get from the Warden's passives, I find it more easy to run bi-stat food, the increased max health, max magicka food. Because of this, I can put 64 points into my magicka and not have to put any into HP, and as you can see, my health is still at a very good point. Magicka recovery, I haven't leveled Vampirism yet. Once I level Vamp, this will be a better number. However, this is still just fine. This is enough magicka recovery. And if you find yourself having a hard time sustaining with this much recovery, you can swap out a cost reduction glyph for a regen glyph. Your recovery number and your cost reduction is very much a personal decision. Whatever you find it is easiest to sustain on is what you should use. I still run the Atramundus, and it is by far the best option for a healer. One of the good things about the Warden class is the maturation passive, which provides minor toughness uptime without the use of Warhorn. Although 100% uptime on minor toughness can be achieved without a Warden healer, if you're having a hard time keeping up Horn 100% of the time, or working on progressing through a fight where your teammates are more spread out and will not always be hit by Warhorn, you may find this passive to be helpful. Wardens also have more consistent access to major mending than Templars, which increases your healing done. And Enchanted Growth, the Warden's burst heal, provides a regen buff to those it hits. Some of the cons for the class, and ultimately why most groups still run 2 Templar healers over a Warden healer, is that Enchanted Growth is not an equal replacement for Breath of Life. Having to properly aim the skill, while the skill not performing correctly still as of this patch, is going to result in people dying where they could have lived. You will find yourself in a trial setting. If a teammate dies, you may notice that if you had Breath of Life, you may have been able to save them, just due to its not needing to be aimed, and the fact that Enchanted Growth does not always fire correctly where its indicator says that it is. Unfortunately, in the Warden's case, harder to play does not mean better. It would be nice if the Warden's higher skill ceiling resulted in more satisfying play, but that is just not the case. Templars are easier to play, and you will find that you have better results, or more consistent results, with their abilities. That is pretty much it for my Warden healer build. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.